Happy freaking Monday, Switch fans. It's a really good week for us because we've got Astral Chain out on Friday, which has been gaining momentum slowly but surely as it builds toward release. And now that balloon has burst in the best way possible, with little bits of confetti dropping all over us. Because based on review scores, it sounds like it's an absolute home run from Platinum. Plus, it's an exclusive, which always makes me a little bit happier. But there's some really interesting things going on that I wanted to share with all of you, and actually two of them involve Astral Chain, plus a real interesting deal on Smash Bros. Fighter Pass, and two are about Astral Chain, one is about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and one is even about Halo on Switch, but we'll save that for the very end. Plus, there's something super secret happening this week that I wish I could tell you about, but you'll just have to see it once it's up. Okay, let's start with Astral Chain. The game has been reviewed, and it's doing remarkably well. It currently sits at an 87% on Metacritic. 88. It currently sits at an 88 on Metacritic, and 98% of critics recommend it over on OpenCritic. So again, it's universally loved. I've seen one person say that they didn't like it. Everything else has been hyper positive, and I think it's because of the diversity and variety in the gameplay. Yes, it's going to have those boss battles that you've come to know and love from Platinum, and that crispy core combat, but it does sound like the other elements of the game are really thrust to the forefront, and a lot of your time will be spent exploring, doing detective work, solving puzzles, and of course, dressing up your character. But that's fantastic news for us because it'll be a lot of fun and great for Platinum that they committed to an exclusive on Switch, and it is so good. Maybe the best news of all, though, is that Astral Chain is going to be $50 at Walmart on launch day. I don't know what has gotten into these retailers, but lately games are not $60. They are $50, at least initially. Sometimes they'll jump back up to $60, but we've seen it with Fire Emblem Three Houses, we've seen it with Mua 3, we're seeing it again with Astral Chain, where before the game comes out, like, we know it's gonna be $50 at a certain place. Amazon does it very often. They've got $50 on Control, which isn't on Switch, but just showing you, it's like across the board now. Most games are getting a $10 discount at a place or most places before launch, and if you pick it up early on, you're getting a price that normally you wouldn't have gotten until weeks or months down the road. It's really, really weird, but it's becoming the new normal. It's hard to deny. It's something that has continued to build throughout 2019, and frankly, I don't understand it, because games have hovered at the $60 price point forever, for multiple generations, and that's something that typically doesn't happen, even just because of inflation and the years passing by. But now we're seeing a decrease in games pricing, which may be to combat digital sales, as well as things like Fortnite and free-to-play games that are hogging everyone's time and eventually dollars via microtransactions. But $50 being the new norm is definitely not a bad thing. And you can grab Astral Chain for $50 at Walmart right from the start. Perhaps it'll expand out to Amazon or other stores, but right now it's only at Walmart, and this continues a pattern for them. As I mentioned, we saw it on Fire Emblem Three Houses and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. It would make more sense to me if it was smaller publishers and smaller titles trying to incentivize purchases by giving you that discount, but it's everybody. It's Nintendo first-party titles, it's exclusive titles, it's multi-platform titles, it's highly anticipated titles, it's not highly anticipated titles. $50. That's what games cost nowadays. If you're into saving money and you don't yet have the Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass, or somehow you don't yet have Smash Bros. Ultimate, which seems almost incomprehensible given that it's one of the biggest, best Switch games and has been out for nearly a year now. Boy, does time fly. But if you don't have one or the other, or you don't have both, then you can grab the Fighters Pass from Amazon for $20. So basically for the price of 4 fighters, you're getting 5 fighters. Now we know 3 of those fighters, 2 have been released in the form of Joker and Hero. Banjo is right around the corner in fall 2019. There are 2 mystery slots. Basically, you'd be getting one of those mystery slots for free with this discount. The heavy rumor right now is that it is Doom Guy and Monster Hunter. I wish there was a little more Nintendo in that last duo, but they do make sense. Either way, it is a great discount to get. $5 off the Fighters Pass. Like I said, it's basically a fighter for free. The first 2 have been very fun, and you got the best one coming in just a couple months. I hope we get a release date at the next Direct for BanjoKazooie. Honestly, I'd love to get a new BanjoKazooie game. I don't know that that's very likely, but we're seeing Yooka-Laylee get a second title in that series, so come on. The Bear and the Bird are worth a new entry, please. Last but not least, Microsoft has been making moves on Switch for a while now. Can't wait for Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition to hit the definitive console in the form of the Nintendo Switch. I've been playing Cuphead since it launched, and some people are even into Super Lucky's Tale, and obviously there's Minecraft. But did you know that according to Leaky Pandy, a very popular Twitter user with a lot of Nintendo knowledge, did you know that at one point in 2018, Halo Wars was either in development or on the table for Nintendo Switch? Now, to me, that is mind-blowing, because that's not Microsoft moving some of their indies over to the console. That's Microsoft moving its most beloved character and franchise to live under the same roof as Mario. And if the Microsoft moves have not been incredible thus far, well, that would take the cake. Obviously, it has since been scrapped, which is a big bummer, and even though it wasn't mainline Halo, getting Master Chief in any form on the console, getting any of Microsoft's big kahunas on the console, taking a major exclusive and making it multi-platform with Mario, it's an incredible thought, and to know that they were considering it means that it might be an option down the road. Now, I know the recent word from Microsoft is that, hey, they're not looking to move any more of their exclusives to other platforms, but I don't know how much of that is just PR spin, because they are prepping for a new console, and things have gotten a little murky as of late with streaming, xCloud, Games Pass, Stadia, all of that nonsense. But in a world where we get Ori and the Blind Forest and Cuphead on Switch, there has always been the thought that maybe Gears, Forza, or Halo would move over, and now it is very nice to know that at one point Microsoft was seriously considering putting Master Chief on our hybrid platform. Whew, there you have it. Big week, good week. Astral Chain coming in hot, leading the charge with fiery reviews and a fire sale discount, $10 off right from the get-go at Walmart. I love that it's sitting at an 88 on Metacritic. That is huge for the game and huge for us, because while I was a fan of MUA 3 as an interesting exclusive, I think this one is going to be much more up my alley and hopefully be one of the top Switch games of the year. If you've been playing Smash minus the DLC, well, now's the time to get in on it. That $20 price point at Amazon is a nice steal. You're basically stealing a character, so basically you're stealing BanjoKazooie for free, which is a ton of fun. That boy is about to bumble his way to the platform in the coming months. This way you can get in on the action. And then Halo on Switch, I think, is just such a fun possibility to entertain, and you can definitely entertain it a lot more seriously, knowing that they have moved games over and that they were considering moving a major franchise, or at least an offshoot of the major franchise, to the system at one point or another. Who knows what the future holds, but I'll tell you this, it does hold a lot of cool stuff this week, so stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Turn that notification bell on. It definitely helps us out a lot, and it'll help you stay up to date with all the cool stuff we are putting out. Did you know we have a podcast? Did you know that podcast is now available on Apple Podcasts? I'll put links in the description below. If you've been waiting to check out Switched On until it was available to stream in your ears, well, now's the time. We got to prove it's live on Apple Podcasts, and we'll try to spread it across the internet to other places as well. But grab the first 3 episodes if you missed them. New ones coming every freaking Friday, where we cover what we've been playing, interesting topics in the Switch world, your questions, and then some goofy life stories that happen throughout the week. It's a really fun time, and I super encourage you to come check it out. If you like it, leave a review. It will help us out a lot. That'll do it for this news update on this fine Monday morning. Everybody, let me know what you're looking forward to this week on your Switch, and until next time, thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. SwitchForce out.